Well, hey there, friends. Welcome back to the shit shop. Look at there. Got the front end off of the Passat because I done, went around and pushed her a little hard, and Turbskie decided to leave the chat, so I ordered a new one. And while I was thinking about it, I decided that I could go ahead and do the fresh motor because I was already on the edge of what that stock clutch can hold, and I done spent all that money in the new motor, so why not put it with all the money I'm spending on the new turbo? I ordered a stage 2 clutch and some fresh motor mounts because those ones are roached. So yeah, hold on one second, we'll take you over there, we'll have a peek. Oh yeah, hook your peepers on there. Not much to see right at the moment. I will, let's see. We can, you should be able to hear it here. How'd you get over there like that? Let me finger up in here and get this gasket out the way. Ain't gonna need it no more, we're going V-band. But listen. When I reach in here for the exhaust turbine, it is not attached to the rest of the turbo anymore. It's just in there kind of flippity flopping, flopping, scoobity dooping around in there. Yeah, this side, it threw me off at first because it took the intake off. This side, you spin that right there, feels just fine. Feels like nothing wrong. But yeah, anyway, she has left the chat. Anyway, let's go look at the other motor. Ooh, there she blows. I got to run over. I'll probably do it this evening when it's hot. I gotta go get some oil so we can prime up the oil system for it with the timing belt and all that good stuff on. She crispy. In case y'all didn't see the motor build video, I had to bore it 40 over because there was some pitting in the pistons, ARP head studs, ALH rods, ALH pistons. Well, actually, technically, no, they're ALH pistons. But they're 40 over. They're slightly oversized. I get a little bit more displacement, just a little bit. 11 millimeter pump. We got 0.260 nozzles. They're in the other motor, but they go on this. Stage 2 clutch. Everything else is pretty stock. I do have PD lifters in here. It's got a fresh cam, stock cam, but still be good. This head is port matched, gasket matched. Not much you can tell on it right now, but it was all cleaned up. So yeah, no, this motor should be perfect for all the power I want to throw at it with that turbo, I reckon. So should be good. Yeah, I gotta get out there and start tearing that thing down. Well, I reckon there ain't nothing to it but to get to it. Start with a tenner. Always got my tens. I don't know how y'all keep losing y'all's tens, but I always got mine. There we go, girl. You ready? Oh, that won't too tight. Yeet. All right, radiator supports off. We got to, I'm gonna try to keep the AC system closed so they ain't gotta worry with getting new parts or vacuuming it out or getting too much moisture in there for it to work again. I'm gonna try to separate the condensator from the radiator, swing her around, kind of hang out over here, so that I can get everything else out, get the radiator out of the way. So we get in there and unhook the rest of the stuff. Keep on cracking. Got the tater out. Caught most of the coolant. And it's really pretty looking coolant, but fresh motor's getting fresh coolant. We got to get in here, get these belts off, and see if she'll let me swing her around over here like I said earlier. I'm going inside and get some hydration real quick. I'll be back. Well, I accomplished that goal. She kind of laid over there nice like. I can set her back over here out of the way so she's not just hanging out. But yeah, AC compressors off, alternators off, radiators out, condensers off to the side. Hoping I can just keep it that way so I don't have to open up the AC system. I guess next I'm gonna start disconnecting stuff. I gotta get them intercooler pipes out of the way. I left them there when I took the motor out of the green car, and they were kind of in the way. But those bolts, like that one holding that pipe, they were really, that other car was rusty as hell. So I just left it because at that point I was thinking I was putting the motor back in and I didn't want to break anything. But yeah, let's get to disconnect our eyes and stuff, I reckon. Well, that is everything except the EGT probe, fuel lines, and power steering, which I'm just gonna probably just unbolt the pump and let it sit there. I do have a pump on the other motor, but I don't feel like going to get a drain pan for that stuff yet, so she's gonna sit there. But this is where I'm gonna leave off for today. We'll be back before you know it. Hey y'all, we're back. It is a gorgeous Wednesday morning, about 10 o'clock. I got shade till about noon, so we'll get them axles disconnected, the EGT probe out. I'm probably gonna have to pull the turbo so I get to the one motor mount bolt. Drain out the power steering system and disconnect the fuel lines and take the bolts out of the motor mounts. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah, get her ready to do a yank. Don't know if I'll actually yank it today, but should be ready. Let's get into it. Hey, oh shit. Oh, yeah, all right. Everything disconnected. Only thing left is pull the motor mount bolts and get the hoist out here. May have to take the intake and the turbo off to get to. Dang it, dropped my smoke. I may have to take the turbo intake and the turbo off to get to that motor mount bolt, but we'll see. It's gonna have to come off anyway, at least the intake manifold. Go on the new motor, but we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, I hope. I have some oil on my fingers. Well, got the intake and Turbskie off. Just about in the nick of time because I'm just about out of shade. Poking through up there. Anyway, we'll close today out with this little tidbit. See if we can get you she kind of roached up in there. Hold on. There it is. Look at that. All the pins are all bent over. You can tell she was rubbing for a little while. Come on. Come on, focus. 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 Anyway, yeah. See it? She's just a flippity floppity. No good. Anyway, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Morning, friends. It's another gorgeous morning. Somehow, it feels more humid than it did yesterday right after the rain, but not too bad. A little breeze. Anyway, see the hoist right there. Dug her out. Time to get that motor out. All right. Get this hood up here. Oh. Yeah, I was using that towel to lay on, so I just kind of tossed it over the motor so it'd be out the way, but yeet. Okay, I gotta pull this stuff back out the way over yonder here, and take the motor mount bolts out and hook a chain up to her ass. Let's get after it. Well, it's about that time. Motor mount bolts are out. Chain is in place. I'll move that transmission off of there and roll her into place and get her on out. Well, there it is. Got her ass out the hole. I got to pull the transmission so that I can use that factory flywheel to mark the new aftermarket one, because they don't come with a mark on them. Timing mark, just FYI. Gotta bust out the super clean and the power washer because she is filthy. Clean her ass up some and start prepping the new motor. Oh hey, let's just get a good before shot of the engine bay. Counterclockwise, spin around that sucker. She ain't gonna look like this tomorrow. Alright guys, we're back out here again. Fixing to wash this daggone engine bay. Letting the old girl warm up a little bit. She got some old gas in her, she won't liking it too much. Old Redbeard here gonna spray her out, baby. Look at here, y'all. Look how good that heat shield came clean. You can see paint. Woo! We gotta go back in with the brush and try to get all the nooks and crannies, but man, it came out nice. Yeah, taking the detail brush to her, get all the nooks and crannies, baby. Oh yeah. All right, the bay's clean. We're getting ready to douse this with the degreaser. I decided to use this transmission that came out of the car because this car's only got 190-ish thousand on it. And the car that one came out of had like 270 something, so yeah, just go ahead and clean her up, get her sauced up, get her sprayed down. Well, she cleaned up pretty decent.
Yeah.
Hey, but what's it? That looks like, almost looks like there's spray paint right there. See how it's different than the rest of it?
Don't get too close to it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you're right.
Ran out of gas on it.
Keep her at a 40-footer. Well, hey guys, I was covered in grease splatter from spraying that transmission out, so I had to come in and give me a shower. This is going to be a two-part video, and that's going to do it for the first part, which was pulling the motor out and cleaning. And the second one's going to be prep and install, obviously. So, yeah, stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, hit that button so you'll see the second video. And I'll have to share it to you. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. Manipulate the algorithm a little bit for you, boy. And then, episode 2 coming real soon. Till then, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.